MailerLite is one of the most popular service providers, but how do you connect MailerLite to your Bubble project using the API? I mean, if you don't have the experience, you will have to go and read the documents and get up to speed on how the Bubble API connector work. Or even if you have the experience, you still have to go and read the API documentation for MailerLite and understand how the API work before you can actually start working on a project and putting the API connection together, right? All of that takes time, is research and development time that you necessarily are not getting paid for it. Or if you're getting paid for it, you could just avoid spending the time and jump into other more productive parts of your project or your client's project. And you could build every endpoint individually and spend hours based on experience. And you can spend probably around 6 to 10 hours building the MailerLite API connection completely with all 21 endpoints that are available. Now, I want to show you a different option that you have available to you, and that is using the MailerLite plugin that we have developed. We included 21 endpoints in our plugin to make the most complete MailerLite plugin in the Bubble Marketplace now. Again, you can spend 6 to 10 hours researching and developing your own MailerLite API endpoints, or you could spend less than $20 to get the job done. And at this point, why bother spending so many hours working on it when you can get this plugin and get it to work? Now, don't believe me. I want to show you what we have done, and from there, you can determine whether or not the MailerLite plugin is the best way that you can connect your Bubble project to MailerLite using the API. Now we're going to be jumping back and forth between a demo that I put together to show you and the MailerLite plugin backend, so you can see the view that I see as a developer, right? But all I want to show you is some of the what we have developed for you and what is available in this plugin. So we're going to start in the demo, and the demo you can just get it by going to our official page or the plugin page, which I will leave down in the comments below. We have the demo there, and this is just to show you what is available. What we're going to do is we're going to go and sign in. And here we are in the backend, just to show you what we're looking at. So this is the demo. As you can see, there's no user sign in because we don't have any user. I just realized that. So the data that goes into it is when the user is logged in, because we're using, make to fix that. We're using the MailerLite endpoint for that. So we have all the endpoints here. Here we are listing all the groups using the MailerLite plugin. We're listing all the segments here. We don't have an API key inserted yet because, of course, we want to protect that for privacy. This is a live demo that is public, so we're going to keep that safe. But here we are going to be seeing all the subscribers that are available on this MailerLite account. And we have put together some basic documentation for the plugin for users to be able to see and self. Here you can see that there is some demo data that we have included. There are 18 subscribers, 5 groups, 1 segment, and this is just part of the MailerLite demo. Here we're going to go to the documentation that we have put together. There are 20 endpoints that are listed here, so you can list our groups, subscribers, or subscribers within a group, a specific group based on a name. You can search, you can list all forms, automations, segments, and you can create subscribers, delete subscribers, create groups, delete groups, update groups, and you name it. We probably have the endpoint built into the MailerLite plugin. Now, like I said, you're saving 6 to 10 hours of development, which is a lot of time that you can spend building new features for your application or building other integrations that we haven't released a plugin yet, but I promise you we're going to be releasing over 50 plugins by year's end. Integrations will probably be live by the end of the year with the majority, if not all, the endpoints available for the services that we're going to be releasing plugins for. And if you want to know more about it, I released a video yesterday that talks about it, and that will give you a better idea of what we're looking at in terms of releasing plugins. But we're not talking about that. We're talking about the MailerLite plugin, right? So we're going to go back to the plugin page. And here we have all the actions and the data calls that we have available. As you can see, there are over 20. And this just gives you an idea of what you're looking at in regards to the endpoints that we have prepared for you. What else can you? This is where you enter your API keys and your development key if you have any for the data calls. All you have to do is, let's do that. Insert dynamic data and get data from Start API. And these are all the data calls for the MailerLite plugin. That being said, we're going to delete this because we don't need it. And for the workflows, these are all the actions that we have created so far. So I bet there will be some questions out there, and I would love to answer them. So please let me know down in the comments below what questions you have. We have put together this plugin a few months back. We just revisited minor issues, compatibility issues that some users told us about. With that being said, is updated. There will be the most up-to-date plugin in the marketplace. I can tell you as of today, June 7, 2024 is the most up-to-date template in the board marketplace, and we will keep it that way as we are releasing more plugins and more templates. The time frame for when we are releasing updates will probably span, but we're going to be releasing plugins and updates to those plugins and templates and update to those templates relatively often from now on. So you can be sure that you will have the best technology out there to implement into your business. But like I say, if you have any questions, please let me know down in the comments below. If you have any feature requests or any endpoint requests that we might have missed, which I doubt at this point, or any plugin requests or template requests or any requests at all, please let me know down in the comments below. I always love to get feedback from the community, and it makes us better. It makes us make stuff that you want and need, so we can make your life easier. If you like our channel, please subscribe. I would be honored to have you as a subscriber. Like this video, share it with others. It helps us reach more people, and in turn, it motivates us to build better technology for you. Thank you for watching.